Bringing the meeting to order. Can I get a motion to approve November minutes, please?
I approve the minutes from November.
Second.
Okay, that's second. Okay, all those in favor indicate by saying aye or thumbs up.
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
Okay,
we're going to move on to the first plan. I'm going to let, how this is going to work today. I'm going to let Chuck go through his synopsis of each plan, and then he's going to bring on the prime or the sub. Prime or subs that are present, we thank you for being on this call. We appreciate that. And we're not so much interested in the scope of the work, but more in your effort in how you sought out some minority-owned businesses. So go ahead, Chuck, you can start.
okay, everybody, if you don't mind, if you're not speaking, could you please mute your mic so we don't have any background? The first plan is public safety. That's development and re-engineering police bureau business process. The prime is re-engine consulting. The prime is a MBE, WBE, and a veteran-owned business. They also have 7% WBE participation on the plan. The plan itself is 100% MWBE. If we could get the prime on now to discuss it a little bit.
Hello, this is Alfredo Maikiu. I am the founder and the lead executive for Re-Engine Consulting. Also on this call is David Johnson, the director of operations. It's a real pleasure to be here today and to be going down this path with you in the city of Pittsburgh. We, as mentioned, we are a Austin-based business. We're a disadvantaged business enterprise in 13 states, minority-owned business, and I am a service-disabled veteran who owns the business. We are also working to be credentialized by the Pennsylvania Unified Certification Program, and that's currently, the application is submitted, and that's currently under review. We have partnered with North Park Consulting that we have collaborated before here in the Austin area. It is a women-owned business in the community and certified as such. Our mission and our passion, really, because that's why we're one of the few firms in the world who focuses their improvement efforts and the Lean Six Sigma talents exclusively in the private sector. And so we love working with cities because you all provide direct services to the people who really need it. And one of the amazing things is the being able to work with police departments. So working with the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police is a real honor for us. We provide assessment and business process re-engineering services for organizations that are seeking better ways to provide services to their people and fulfill the expectations of people of service all over the United States. We combine lean to reduce waste as we go through the processes. We use a very participative and collaborative approach. We use Six Sigma to help identify defects. We might know it as rework or doing things again and again and again within the process and help streamline those processes. And then we focus on the bottlenecks because they are truly is what restricts the public value from being created. We use a 7-step approach where we envision what it look like in the organization, do deep analysis, SWOT, and re-engineer those systems and carve away the waste. We use just a couple tools and analytical tools, process maps, gap analysis tools, metric dashboards, and visual work management. It really makes the work a lot easier for the people to do it and allows them to focus on their mission. We have a proven experience in government service delivery I can bore you with all the results, but I'll be brief today. But I can tell you that we haven't worked with a single organization that hasn't improved their operations by at least 25% as they deployed metrics and some of these tools to get performance management within their organization. The thing we're proudest about, because people of service like you, is a win-win-win. It's a win for the organization and its goals, and it's a win for the citizens that are served. But we also take pride in the win for the people who actually do the work, the frontline employees, enable their work environment to get higher quality, because people who feel good about themselves and are empowered to do good work, do great work for the community. Again, it's a real pleasure and honor to be here with you today, and we're humbled with the objective of enabling decisive and lasting process and system improvement there in the PBP. Thank you for your time today. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you all may have.
All right. Thank you so much, Alfredo. Does any commissioner have a question for Alfredo? No? Okay,
So
can
I
I?
was
Oh.
more or less interested. They are certified MBE.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what they put. You're certified on
correct.
both, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Okay, can I get a motion?
I move. Sarah Siegel.
Okay, can I get a second, please?
Second, Tracy
Motion to
McKee
approve.
Phillips.
Move to approve.
Second,
Tracy seconds. The motion is to approve. All those in favor indicate by saying aye or a thumbs up.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. That motion passes. Thank you, Alfredo. We appreciate you getting on this call today. Good luck with
Thank-
your work there.
thank you so much to you all. Thanks for your service. And also thank you especially to Chuck. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day. I'll send you the letter of approval to you probably by tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, number 2. You guys can hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
You can hear me? Okay. Number 2 is the IP. It's the JD Edwards Managed Service. This is ERP1 is the consultant. This is a 3-year contract plus 2 1-year options. The MBE on here is 17%. The sub on here is both a MBE and WBE. We decided to pick the MBE because of the bigger percentage. They did do extensive outreach. They worked with me for the last 3 weeks. The good thing about this is that ERP1 used one of the companies that we sent to them out of a group of companies we sent to them. They were able to get one. So it's hard on these IP contracts, anything with IT, but if we can get the prime up to explain a little bit, ERP1.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. Everybody can hear me well? So,
Yes.
yeah, thank you. I'll start by telling you a little bit about ERP1, who we are, what we're doing, and kind of connect it with a description of the project. So JD Edwards is an ERP. So we've been awarded by the city of Pittsburgh a contract for JD Edwards consultative and managed services. It's mostly managed services. And part of this contract is basically separation of instance. I understand that the application is currently managed by Allegheny County, and it's going to be moved to the Oracle Cloud. So we're going to do the consultative work to separate the instances and the service of onboarding and transition with our own application, which is, again, it's called Automate, and it's to do the managed services. And then throughout the 3 to 5 years, we're going to do technical managed services in terms of maintenance, what we call CNC, which is computer network configuration and functional managed services and so on. This is a very niche market. We need to have consultant who understands the application. We've been in business since 2004, and we have certified JD Edwards consultants. And, we have about 150 clients worldwide. As Chuck mentioned, it's always the same. We do have about 24 employees. All of our employees are very well versed into working with JD Edwards. I can tell you a little bit of the fabric of our enterprise in terms of percentage of women and minority. We have about 24 employees. I'm rolling down here just to tell you a little bit of who we are.
You know what, Michael, I don't mean to interrupt you, but just for the sake of time, that's not really prevalent. Good for you for working towards inclusion. In our opinion, the commission's opinion, every company that should be a non-issue at this point. It should always be that way. But we do commend you for making those efforts in your business. We really need to stick to your effort to bring in that woman-owned business. I understand in professional services that's difficult because everything's self-performed. But that's really what we need to focus on to get this contract passed for you.
I hear you. Thanks for clarifying. We have reached out to Reina IT Services. It is a firm that is certified, working for the past 3 weeks with Chuck. He provided us with the name of the company to reach out to. Who we have reached out. There's about 15 companies to who we've reached out, listed over here. And of course, we needed to have somebody who had the expertise for JD Edwards Consulting. We've been fortunate to find Reina Information IT, to who we are planning on giving them 17% of the contract. It's about $250,000 over 3 years, and they will be performing development / functional consulting. And the effort that we've done, I think you have it on the screen here. We have reached out to 15 companies, sent emails, left messages. I've had conversations with 3 out of these 15 companies. 2 didn't have any expertise or didn't have anybody to work on this project, but we were fortunate to find that particular company, Patricia Briner with Reina IT. So we are planning on giving them 17% of this contract.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate that. I reviewed these plans with Chuck before this meeting, and commissioners, I'm very comfortable with the explanation that Chuck gave and the effort that was made by this company. So can I get a motion?
So moved.
Okay, second, please.
I'll second. This is Jenny.
Okay, all those in favor indicate by saying aye or thumbs up.
Aye.
Okay, did you get that count, Apsana? Posna, sorry.
So Posner gets the count, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on today. Good luck with the work. All right,
Thank you very
Chuck.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay,
Thank you.
Chuck, move on.
So Chuck, I assume I will receive a confirmation, right?
Yes,
Thanks, everyone.
I will send you approval letter tomorrow, Mike. Okay, number 3, we're on number 3 now, and it's another IP. This one is the Informational Technology Services Management. It's a 6-year contract. Beyond 20 is the prime. Beyond 20 is both a MBE and WBE company. I've been working with those guys for the last 3 weeks also and trying to get some more participation on the plan. They reached out to a whole lot of people, and Posner will bring those up in a second. And I was really comfortable with them being a MBE and WBE. They wanted to do the 50, but I told them no, can't do that just yet. So we took 100% to MBE. And if we can get the prime on to say a few things and answer some questions if necessary. Thank you.
Hi, can everybody hear me all right?
Bet.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you for your time. My name is Yas Kusakal. I'm Business Relationship Manager here at Beyond 20. I also have with me Lauren Foyles, our Executive Director, as well as Patricia Vargas, who's on the proposal, who's one of our proposal coordinators. I led the proposal response effort for this solicitation. So we are, as Chuck noted, a minority-owned, women-owned small business. We have the, while we are claiming the minority-owned business, I guess, status for this particular engagement, we are WeBank. We are certified by WeBank as WBE, by the City of Philadelphia as MWBE, as well as have DBEs in Arizona, Texas, California, Maryland, and Oregon, and are also 8A certified through the SBA. In terms of the outreach for this, we were initially looking for WBEs, but we also reached out to MBEs as well, just to cover both sides. We were initially going to use the PAUCP database, but as I'm sure you all are aware, there isn't a distinguishment, like it doesn't distinguish one or the other anymore. So we started with the WeBank database and also used the City of Philadelphia's database as well. The software that we are implementing is called Surewell Service Management. So we began with, using Surewell kind of as a key term to see if we could find anybody. We didn't get any results other than ourselves. So we tried, I guess, one or two other keywords, but landed on going with the NAICS code of 541511, which is custom programming services. Kind of went down the line, reached out to a total of 19 firms, either via their website form, phone, or email, did a couple of follow-ups. We've confirmed no from 4, have not received responses from the remaining.
Okay, commissioners, do you have any questions? I'm comfortable with this. I think it's a great effort put forth, but I want to open it up for you guys to ask any questions. No questions? Can I get a motion?
I'll move to approve, and I also appreciate the effort and explanation.
Yeah. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor indicate by thumbs up or saying yay.
Aye.
Aye. I mean, aye. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for coming on this call. We appreciate it, and we appreciate the effort that you put forth. Good luck with the work.
Thank you very much. And again, thank you all for your time. And Chuck, I'll be keeping an eye out for an email from you.
Yes, thank you, yes.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.
Okay,
You
thank
do.
you. Chuck, I'm gonna have you move on, but I want you to know that you're starting to sound like you're underwater again. I don't know what's up with your phone.
I'm breaking up. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, that's better.
Okay, great. All right, the number 4, 2012-4, we're going to table till next month, guys, okay? So we're going to go to number 5. Okay, number 5 is the Shenley Clubhouse site work. This is a construction contract, and we got Public Works back, guys. This is great. This is the first time we've seen Public Works in quite a while. So this is a really a step forward. The percentages on here are MBE, or the total contract is $1,279,000, and the breakup on here is the MBE is 3.2%, and the WBE is 21.8%. The Prime Macero has 25% MWE participation on this, and I kind of like it because it highlights the women small businesses on here, which I think is really, really, really good. So if we could have somebody from the Prime or somebody from Cali maybe talk about this a little.
This is Joe Mapsco with Macero. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
I'm the chief estimator for Macero, and thank you for this opportunity to talk to you guys about this project. This was a hard bid project for the site work, and the site work consists of 4 major packages: the excavating, the paving, landscaping, and concrete. And on the excavating, we're going to be using a low WBE Brex. Macero will do the concrete, and we will supply it out to 6 degrees, Bob Lawson to supply the concrete. Bob also bid the asphalt paving. However, he was fourth bidder on a competitive bid. And on landscaping, we reached out to Roy Butler for Butler Landscaping, and we got a no bid response letter. And there is some potential to get some additional WBE through Franco and Graphics 22. And I can answer any questions if you guys have any.
So where did you get your list of MBEs and WBEs to reach out to? Because one landscaping company seems very low. Like I think there's more than one landscaping company that could have been reached out to. I'm just confused by your outreach.
yeah,
We
that's
need a
what
better
we have.
explanation for that.
Yeah, that's all we have on the list. And, you know, we can recheck our list again, absolutely. But that's all we have on the list.
It seems like landscaping is a place where we get participation in the past, so I'd like to see that expanded.
Hey Chuck, can you help them out with that landscaping piece? Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know that there's more companies out there. And if that landscaping is going to be the last part of this work, I'm assuming. So you have some time, even, you know, if we.
Absolutely. This is a starting point where you have, and we'll reach out to other ones.
Yes. Yeah, I can send them a list to reach out to some more folks. Although I really do like the 25% participation, but I will do that, Commissioner.
I'm happy with the 25% participation too, and I appreciate that effort. But yeah, if this is the landscaping parts at the end of the project, there definitely could be some room for improvement here. That's not necessarily going to hold this up today, but I would like to see in the, you know, even if it's just via Chuck and not having to get back on a call a couple months down the road, I want to see more outreach for landscaping. Do my fellow commissioners agree with me on that? Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I will definitely do that and update you guys as we go along.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Does anybody else have any questions? You guys good? I covered it with mine. Okay. Can I get a motion?
So move.
Okay, Earl, thank you. Can I get a second?
Second.
Tracy, thank you. Second. All those in favor indicate by saying aye or a thumbs up.
Aye.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you so much for your time. Good luck with your project. And if you could follow up with Chuck, he'll get that. He has your email. He'll get that list out to you, and maybe, you know, in a couple months you can start looking for some small business landscaping units out there, companies out there. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Sure. Good luck with your work. All right.
Okay, guys, we're
Oh,
on
we got the
numbers.
SEA, right?
No, we have one more. I sent one to you guys last night.
Oh,
I hope
okay.
you got it. That it fell on me. This was the one that we pulled from last month to put in this month because we got some better, you know, they were working on what they were going to do. So we pushed this back to here. It's $100,000. It has 30% MBE participation for $30,000 of the $100,000, which is a lot. The company is HR&R Advisors, and they're doing a housing assessment for the city. E-Holding is their subcontractor, and if we can get somebody on from HR&R Advertising.
Yep.
Or
Good
is
afternoon.
Chris-
Yes, I am. I'm here, Chuck. Good afternoon, commissioners. I'm Christopher Corbett. I am a city planner with the Department of City Planning and the project manager for the Housing Needs Assessment. There was a conflict in schedule, and so our prime consultant is not here on the call with me today. Just a little about the project. The Housing Needs Assessment is an update to our 2015 report, where it was identified a lack of 20,000 affordable units throughout the city. From that report, we were able to establish the Housing Opportunity Fund, create the Affordable Housing Task Force, and strengthen our relationships and partnerships with our housing advocacy groups here in the city, the Housing Authority, and the URA. This assessment, however, is most critical to our future housing work as we embark upon the city's first comprehensive land use plan. It's known as Forging PGH. The analysis will also include a 2-year response to COVID and how housing has been impacted for our neighbors, and identify current housing market strengths and weaknesses. The predictions are aligned with the comprehensive plan for the next 20 years to 2040. I'll tell you a little about the process, how we kind of got here today. We put out a solicitation for proposals back in early October. We received 7 responses. Internally, there was a panel that was made up of the URA, the Housing Authority, and internally with the Department of City Planning. We shortlisted to about 3 firms, and we ranked the highest per the OMB scorecard. We conducted about a round of interviews for roughly a week and a half. The panel agreed that the selected firm, which is HR&A Advisors, was the best choice because they are subject matter experts in housing. They have done work here in the city. They're very familiar with the city of Pittsburgh housing market and programs that we offer. During the interviews and throughout the course of their reviewing their proposal, the firm definitely showed a diverse representation of its own employees and staff that will complete the assessment. They picked eHoldings as their sub at 30%. eHoldings is a local firm here in Pittsburgh, a planning firm, as well as they've done work throughout the city and region. It is minority owned. However, the new president, which is slated to inherit the business, is woman owned, and so they are both minority and woman owned. The budget for this is about $100,000, as Chuck said. And again, eHoldings is 30%, and the project will last probably roughly 6 to 9 months.
Okay. Well, I think that that's a small contract, and that's a nice percentage for a contract of that size. So I'm comfortable. Do any of the commissioners have any questions for Christopher?
No, I would just like to make a motion to approve.
Okay, can I get a second?
I'll second.
Tracy. Okay, everybody, all in favor, say aye or give a thumbs up here.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, Christopher, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Have a great day.
I'll get that letter to you as soon as I can.
All right, thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, do we have the Sports and Exhibition Authority on?
Yes, the Sports and Exhibition is going to give us an update on the North Shore Garage Project. Bill is on. Bill, you want to take it?
This is Clarence Curry.
Oh, Clarence, I'm sorry. I thought Bill and Clarence. Hi, Clarence. I didn't know you were on.
Okay, I'm doing fine. Good to see you guys. Haven't been here in a while. First of all, this is not a Sports and Exhibition Authority project. This is a Stadium Authority project. The SEA and Stadium Authority are sister agencies. American Tour is the executive director for both agencies. They share staff, but they are managed by separate boards. So there's a separate board who's in charge of this.
Thank you.
The history is that the Stadium Authority owned the old Three Rivers Stadium and still owns what's left of the land where the Three Rivers is located. 20 years ago, when we were building the stadiums, the Stadium Authority entered into an option agreement with a joint venture between the Pirates and the Steelers to develop the land between the stadiums. This is the last parcel, or maybe the second to last parcel, which is to be developed. The Pirates and the Steelers have worked with Continental Builders as their developer. So Continental is doing this project. This is a precast garage, which always presents challenges because at least half of the budget goes directly to the precaster who does the precasting in their factory off-site and brings the material to the site. We brought a similar garage to you a couple of years ago when we built the Lot 1 Gold Garage over on the North Shore, which is probably twice the size of this garage. And we have similar participation numbers here. The difference is that the Sports and Exhibition Authority built the last garage with public money. This is all private money, aside from us. So Continental is buying the property from the Stadium Authority, and all of the construction dollars that are going into this project are private sector dollars. So I'll turn it over to Bill and Riccardi to talk you through the actual project logistics.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Bill Hilderhoff. I'm joined by Riccardi Volsi today, who works here with us at Continental. And we wanted to give you an update on our project, the parking garage that Clarence just spoke of. As you might recall, I was with you folks in May when we were going out to bid and seeking help in getting as much involvement in our project as we could get during the bidding phase. We did receive all of our bids by the beginning of June. We were getting ready to start when the owners elected to table the project on account of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we have been delayed twice now since then. But we have received the green light to begin. We have begun work on the North Shore. We are releasing contracts and purchase orders as we speak, and wanted to give you folks a status of where we are today. We are not done. We still have significant work ahead of us, but if I could, I would like to take control of the screen to kind of give you folks an update. Where we were sent to you before, we have had some improvements to our plan.
Are you guys able to give him the share screen?
It says I can't get it.
Yeah, Joy, if you can just give the approval, please.
Should be available now.
Okay, thank you, Joy.
I'm hoping you can see it now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So this is our pre-construction items. This was done before by Continental Real Estate Companies before Continental Building Company got involved, but you can see we had a little bit of participation from MBE on the design part. This is a summary where we are. The red font, if you will, is the changes to what I previously submitted to the commission. In our general conditions, we have $15,000. We're going to try to push that as much as we can and get what building materials we can as a general contractor through Reed or Cooper Supply. And our past experience on the projects we've done on the North Shore, we've been able to do so. The ones that are bold font are contracts that have been released already. Independence Excavating and Gettle, we did not get any participation during that time. We have hired Carl Walker Construction for the cast in place concrete, the work that'll be done on site. They have pledged to us $170,000 of MBE to B Steel. They'll be doing the reinforcing for them. Clarence indicated earlier that Sidley is the precaster that we hired. They have pledged $570,000 through reinforcing through Cooper Trading and Sandra Pallone for making the precast stairs. We are still vetting through that with them. This represents about 52% of the cost of the project, which is fabricated off-site. It's another hurdle that we've been trying to overcome with our deficit in participation. We did get a proposal from Butler Landscaping we intend to award to him. Masonry was Franco. We intend to award to them. keep going down the list here. MKD Incorporated, they are a WBE. We intend to award to them. Overhead Doors of Pittsburgh is a veteran-owned business. We plan to award to them. We have some products that will go into the garage from Dubin and Company. We plan to work with them and also grow on other things that they could possibly supply to us. Independence Excavating has won the contract. They've pledged $50,000 of their $189,000 contract to buy from ID Jaegers and Simplified Alternatives. McMurray Electric, we have given them a letter of intent and plan on issuing a contract to them. They have planned to purchase their lighting fixtures through J. Sterling Solutions, which is a WBE. So this is kind of a snapshot of where we are today and the total of the numbers above where we're at. And we have 8% MBE, 6.8% WBE, and 3%, less than 0.3% for veteran-owned businesses, in a total of 15.23. We continue to try and grow that. Riccardi is tracking this with us. For us, we're trying to get as many other contractors to buy and award other work to subcontractors and vendors as we move forward. We still have significant work ahead of us. Like I said, we wanted to give you a status of where we're at. Riccardi, do you want to add anything about this exhibit? And I have two more to go through real quick.
Riccardi, I think it would be helpful if you just talk a little bit about your overall outreach efforts, going back to the very beginning and how you reached out to all of these firms.
Yes, thank you. This is Ricardo Volsico talking from Continental Building Company. We actually did several outreach efforts. We had a post in the Post Gazette, on the Courier, I'm sorry, and we also sent out emails from estimating team to several contractors that were able to respond to our bid data. And right now you've seen some of the forms, some of the folks that replies, and how we are tracking the conversation that we had with them, whether it was via email or by phone. This is the post that we set out for the project. Also, we are currently still talking to different subcontractors to see how we can better our numbers, like Bill mentioned earlier. And we still, from going to the slide, I know you guys probably noticed some of the selections are still empty. So as we're awarding, we are planning to update the actuals and the plan numbers that you see on the spreadsheet that was in front of you. So the next time we come in front of you, you will see that what we intended at the earlier in the project, at the earlier phase of the project, and what state we will be at the time that we present to you again. So
this is Clarence again. If you go back to the package that we submitted, I think it's pages 8, 9, and 10 is the spreadsheet that lists the dollar amount. Each of those rows there represents a contract. These are all folks like Butler, Roy Butler for landscaping, and Franco for masonry. Those are prime contractors. Where the prime contractors have none or relatively small numbers of subcontractors, we're encouraging them to look for opportunities within their scope of work to increase that number. And you think about things like electrical work. We know we have some very good electrical contractors who've done work for us and the URA and other organizations like that. So we're encouraging the primes to look for opportunities to increase their participation on those individual line items.
Yes, to that point, we will. I mean, we actually, as of earlier as this week, we received some information from regarding other subcontractors that we can suggest to our primes to utilize on the project for whether it's supplying materials or trucking, et cetera.
You can see as they were speaking, I flipped through numerous efforts that we put out there to try to get involvement in the project. We used the DGS website, the URA, we talked to the Riverside Center, we talked to you folks. We sent out emails and phone calls and try to get as much participation as we could with the project back in May.
Right. This is Commissioner James Myers. So that's what I was going to kind of ask you guys. So the hurdle, I would say some of the hurdles have been looking for people that are union certified.
That's correct. We've been struggling with that on the North Shore since the beginning. There is an agreement to use all union labor on the North Shore development. We've struggled with that for some time. Unfortunately, there are very limited amounts of MBE, WBE in the union trades that can help us, but we try to get this work done through lower tier contractors. If they can, sign separate agreements or get other vendors and suppliers involved to overcome that hurdle. I don't know that we've gotten over 18% on the North Shore yet on any of our developments. I may be speaking out of school. I've been working over there since 2008 on the buildings and the projects, and it's a constant battle. And this one even had more of a trouble to us because of the 52% of the contract goes to somebody outside.
Well, we definitely appreciate the effort. I know I got a chance to follow up with you and Riccardi, so we appreciate the effort on our end.
We're trying, buddy. we want to get as much help as we can participating on this project.
We have identified over time several minorities, like the electrical contractors that I mentioned earlier, Imbutech and Emerald, who are signatories to the unions. We have painters that are signatories to the unions. So we're working with them and they also were invited to bid as primes, which they chose not to do. But we're continuing to work with them.
Yeah, that definitely helps though, Clarence. Thank you for that.
Yes, just to that statement is that, I mean, the type of project that we have, because it's a garage, some contractors tend to not do that type of work. So for example, the last Parcel 14 that we did, the SAP project, we came to you a couple of years ago. We probably were able to get a lot more participation in some areas, whereas in this project, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, I know that garages pose a little bit more of a challenge, mainly because it's not like building a building. It's all, concrete or cement. Like I understand that. I used to work for Macero, so. All right. Well, we're not voting on anything today, correct? This is just an update, or did we need to?
This is just an update.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in front of us. We're really, really happy to have you guys back. And this is very detailed and we appreciate your effort. Do any of the other commissioners have anything they'd like to add? No? Okay. Well, I do want to ask, where is this? Is this across from Hyde Park?
It is right behind Hyatt Place Hotel, and it's right up against the Fort Duquesne Bridge. You'll see the fence up now. We've just got mobilized and just got our deep foundations in the ground. So we're going to start on this foundation system here next week.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate all the help and the direction you've been able to provide us. And we'll keep pushing forward here. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Have a nice holiday, guys.
Thank you. Happy holiday to everyone.
Thank
Same to you
you.
guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Clarence. Okay,
Okay,
everybody, that pretty much concludes the meeting. I just want you guys to hold on for a few minutes. I just have one update, just for our commissioners. Everybody else is, we're done for the day. Thanks, everybody else. If the commissioners can hold on just for another 2 minutes.